Right. Gracias, señor. Mucho gusto. Hola, buenos días. So that's it. That's the border right there. That whole facility is brand new. Oh shit! What's this telling me to do? So I got my maps on. Maps.me. I'm using this to guide me down to Parral. And now we are officially in Mexico. And so that whole building back there on the border is brand new. It's like 3 years old. The last time I was here was 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, and it was a totally different setup. This is actually a lot better because, shit, where's my fucking camera? Wait, what? So this is a totally different setup this time. Last time it was like older buildings, and it was pretty easy to cross. But this time, everything's done in one place. Like I didn't videotape, and you're not allowed to videotape on the border. I didn't want to, but you basically go inside the building. This gentleman directs me to a desk. They ask me, like what I'm doing and where I'm going and how long. So I said basically I'll be in Mexico for like 2 months. So my TVIP, which is my temporary vehicle import permit, would cover me for the time I want to come into Mexico and come back. And then basically I sit down at the desk with this guy. He didn't really speak much English. And so I sat down with this guy at the desk, and he basically stamped my passport. He gave me some documents to bring to the Banjercito, which is like the bank. And the bank is like 25 feet away in the same building inside. You just go up to the window, and I paid a fee. It was something like $35 or something to import myself. And I pay that by credit card. And then I go back to the guy at the desk, show him my receipt. And gives me some paperwork to import my motorcycle, which is your temporary vehicle import permit, TVIP. He sends me back over to the Banjercito, back over to the bank, and I pay for the import of my vehicle, which I gotta check the amount because it's all in pesos, and it's just too much to convert at the moment. It was like 7,000 pesos or like 6,800 pesos. I don't remember. Sounds like a lot of money, but I think it ends up being about $475 US. And now we're in downtown Ojinaga, right across from Presidio, Texas. This is downtown Ojinaga, Mexico. So then I pay the lady with a credit card again, like $475. And basically the way that works is I pay it, she gives me a receipt, I get my temporary vehicle import permit, which is like a sticker. And I pay that fee, and then I go back to the desk. I go back to the desk and show him my receipt from the bank a few steps away. And then I don't remember what he did there. Maybe he like verified some stuff. I signed a bunch of stuff at the thing, and that's it. And so when I come back, I'm gonna try to come back over this border crossing. When I come back, I'm going to try to come back through Presidio, Ojinaga, and I'll stop at another building, but it's up to me. It's my responsibility to stop at this building, and I get that money refunded. Basically, what that TVIP is for is like a guarantee that I'm not going to sell my bike in Mexico, which is understandable because you can sell it here and like they don't collect their taxes on it or whatever. You're basically ripping off the government. So the TVIP is a way of ensuring that they'll get their money. If you sell your bike and you don't come back with the bike, with the paperwork, and they see the bike, and they verify that you have the bike, then they basically keep that $475, and that's their tax on you selling the bike. And that was it. The whole process, I started my stopwatch from when I got off the bike. And prior to getting off the bike, all I did prior to getting off the bike was I rode through the United States. They didn't stop me over a bunch of topes, speed bumps. Then I rode up in like a no man's zone. Then I pulled up, and this guy, I told him what I was doing, importing myself and importing the bike into Mexico. And then he directed me to a parking lot. I parked my bike. I secured some stuff, brought my backpack with me, all my documents with me, and I walked inside the building. And all the stuff was handled inside the building right there. And that was it. And it was like 35 minutes. When I stopped my stopwatch walking out of that building towards my bike, I stopped and like re-secured my backpack to the back of the bike so I don't have to wear it. And that was it. It was like 35 minutes. And I hung around for probably another 15, like just getting some stuff together. And that's it. Now I'm in Mexico. So, Padal de Hidalgo, if I'm saying that right, is about, I think, 247 miles. I don't know if you can see my phone. I have my phone set up, and I have an offline maps program. I have an offline maps program called Maps.me that I downloaded onto my phone, knowing I won't have service when I come into Mexico. So this app seems to work fantastic. So I'm hoping this Maps.me is going to lead me the right way to Corral. I don't remember, none of this looks familiar from 5 years ago on this road I'm on Corral, in Ojinaga. But I definitely feel like I'm in Mexico. And, all the border towns on Mexico, you feel like you're in Mexico. Like, there's like this conversion. And not like a drastic. It's not a drastic difference between the border towns in the United States and the border towns in Mexico in a lot of cases. Some cases, yeah. Like Juarez and El Paso are supposedly very different. I've never been to Juarez, I've been to El Paso. But like a lot of these towns, you know, Mexicans live right across the border in the United States, and there's a lot of transition every day between Mexicans and a lot of cases Americans going back and forth over the border. You know, we have like this great relationship on the like a microcosm kind of level. We have this great relationship that you don't read about in the news or in the media. You know, you'd think that our countries were so separate. But there's so much crossover. And there's a lot more Americans, such as myself, that love Mexico. And of course, Mexicans, I believe, love the United States in a lot of ways too. It's just a shame that the way the media and everything portrays, you know, the way the media portrays our relationship. So here's a little set of topes. Those are those metal ones are a pain in the ass. You got to catch them right in the middle because they can throw me off my bike. So Mexico has these things called topes, and topes roughly, I think it translates to well, there's another word for it, but the other translation is for like a sleeping policeman. It's just to monitor your speed. And they're everywhere in Mexico, and in some cases Central America, but definitely Mexico has crazy fucking topes, and they're speed bumps. That looks like a new, I don't know what that is. Holy Folo, I don't know what that is. But I gotta say, I was super nervous coming into Mexico this morning. I mean, almost like a panic attack, because it's been so long, and it's so different, and I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing with a lot of things. But I'm here now. So just like anything else that you kind of fear and you're anxious about, you just got to take it one step at a time, and like one foot in front of the other, and just break it down to that smallest level of execution, and just do it, and then just take each step at a time. Try not to look at the whole picture. So with that, here we go on the highway to